Hello, today's video is literally a dream come true. I just can't believe that I finally reached this point. So as you know, 6 weeks ago I stopped taking natural desiccated thyroid and I waited for 6 weeks to do my next blood test because it takes 6 weeks for the T4 hormone to leave the body completely. So yesterday I went and did my blood test and oh my god, I can't believe that this day has finally arrived when my thyroid function is optimal, is better than that of my husband, my sister and my parents. I am the healthiest one out of everybody and I didn't even think that this day would ever arrive. So when I started my healing journey, I think it was just over 2 years ago, my FT3 was at 3.15 and the bottom of the range is 3.1. So it was basically rock bottom. I felt awful. I wasn't converting FT4, free T4 to free T3 properly. Then last September, just a few months ago, I was at 4.57, but I was on the natural desiccated thyroid at that point and it was still pretty low. It was still towards the bottom of the range. Now just listen to this. Right now, of any kind of medications, my free T3 is at 5.95, almost 6, and the top of the range is 6.80. So it's right there at the top. It's just mind-boggling. I cannot believe it. And then my free T4, I started out a little bit below the middle of the range 2.5 years ago. And then in September this year, just a couple of months ago, no, 3 months ago, it was 10.18, so right at the bottom of the range. The range is from 9 to 20. And yesterday it was 14.24, so right in the middle of the range. Perfect. Now TSH is still a little bit too high, it's at 3.7, but it's way better than before because in the past it was always over 4. So the thing is that TSH gets increased by the body in order to get the free T3 and free T4 higher. But now that my levels are perfect, TSH is going to catch up as well in the next few weeks or the next few months. So that really doesn't bother me at all. All I care about is my free T3 and free T4 being perfect. To be honest, I kind of expected this result to be this good because I felt really important changes in my body. Changes, I mean, things that I never saw in my body, not even when I was a teenager or a kid. So I knew that something profound was happening, but I didn't know how profound. And also, to be honest, I was kind of apprehensive to be really excited or hopeful because so many times I thought that I was feeling better, but then I did my tests and my numbers were worse. And every time I was really disappointed. So this time I was kind of cautiously optimistic but not too confident, and I got such a nice surprise yesterday. Honestly, when I saw the results, I nearly started crying because I've been waiting for this for more than 2 years, and seeing these results means that starting a family is getting so close for me. So the things that I really noticed changing my body are little things that you wouldn't even notice you wouldn't even notice them every day, but from time to time you notice them and then you're like, whoa, it's incredible. For example, from my childhood, from my teenage years, whenever I used to wash my hair, bending over the bathtub, I used to get really sore lower back. It would get really tired, so I would have to stand up and stretch it out for a little bit and bend down again. And it was so difficult because I had to really rush through my steps and I couldn't really, it was difficult. So right now I can actually be there bending down for even 30 minutes and I have no tiredness or no pain at all for the first time in my life, which is just amazing. Also, my white moons on the nails have come out even more than ever. They're still not huge, not like my sister's, for example, but they're getting there, they're out, and that makes me very, very happy. Also, another thing I noticed is that my tongue is always really nice and red now. Can you see? There's no white buildup. It's just really nice and red, which again makes me very happy. Also, I'm feeling so much more flexible and I feel that my muscles have so much more stamina and I can exercise and hold the same pace for much longer than before. I just feel stronger, you know, when I lift something up, or when I'm doing push-ups on the floor, or just doing things around the house, even just cleaning. Everything takes so much less effort because my muscles just don't hurt, and they don't feel stiff anymore. So many more things that have changed, but really I just feel like a different person. I just can't believe how much of the way the body functions is affected by the thyroid. Everything gets better when the thyroid works fine. So one thing that still hasn't improved much is my iron levels. They are slightly better than 2 months before when I started the supplementation, but they're still not perfect. I would still like them to go a little bit higher. The thing is that I went through extreme mental stress in the last month, and iron actually doesn't get absorbed during stress or during any kind of inflammation. So I suspect that because of that, I just wasn't able to take advantage of any kind of supplements that I was taking. So I'll keep trying now that my stress is over, and hopefully I'll get my iron levels to optimal levels as well. So now looking forward for the last steps in my healing journey, now that my thyroid is perfect, what I'm going to focus on is 2 things. One, my iron levels. As I said, I still need to raise them a little bit more. And second is normalizing my estrogen levels. So I actually managed to get my estrogen levels way too low. The next step is basically going to be increasing that estrogen back to the normal levels, and that should be the last step that will wrap up all of my healing journey, and then Luca and I can finally start thinking about extending our family. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. As you can imagine, I'm literally so happy. I just cannot believe it. I hope that you really enjoyed following along on this journey with me, and I really hope that all of my trials and errors and discoveries have really helped you on your own journey and help you understand your body better. And I hope that you will continue following along with me. I'm wishing you lots of healing in your own journey. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.